Hello, how's it going? In today's video, I'll be covering the Spirits of Ashenvale, Blood of Mannoroth, and Bound by Destiny from Chronicle Volume 3. So let's go! When Sentinels reported that there were strangers hanging about playing silly buggers in Ashenvale, Tyrande Whisperwind was ever so slightly concerned. Ever since the War of the Ancients, she'd suspected another Legion invasion, and she was somewhat relieved to find out that these strangers weren't demons. Tyrande assumed that these refugees were fleeing the plague across the sea and could see that they were bitter enemies, because they were fighting each other and stuff. She ordered her Sentinels to observe from a distance. Maybe they were just passing through, maybe they'd be gone soon and everything would be fine. Would they bollocks? Some of the green-skinned orcs started beating up the forest, stealing stuff without asking, knocking down trees willy-nilly, and that was bang out of order. Tyrande could no longer suffer their presence. So the Sentinels, perched high in the trees, unleashed a storm of arrows on their prey. Others, armed with razor-edged glaives, descended on the back of winged beasts called hippogriffs. The orcs quickly realised these Sentinels were amongst the toughest foes they'd ever faced, but they weren't going to leave. They were bloody excited. Finally a worthy enemy to fight. But the orcs were soon severely outmatched, because Cenarius had been watching. He smelled the demon blood in their veins, assumed they were soldiers from the Legion, and was like, meh. Defeat was now pretty imminent for the Warsongs, but their battle lust didn't fade. However, a dark and familiar form of energy called to Grommash and his followers, so they kinda just wandered off, mid-battle. They tracked this source of magic to a pool of emerald liquid hidden in a dense corner of the forest. It was blood. Demon blood. This hadn't just happened by sheer chance though. Of course it hadn't. Archimonde had sent Mannoroth and Tichondrius to Kalimdor to weaken its defences. The demons considered most of the creatures on Kalimdor as just weak and crap. Slightly annoying but not a threat at all. But Cenarius and the other wild gods were different. They'd need to be taken out. Mannoroth's blood still lingered in the orcs' veins. This made them susceptible to his influence. His mere presence had made a number of orcs, including the Warsongs, revert back to being increasingly violent and aggressive. And that fury had drawn them into battle with Cenarius. A battle they won't win on their own, unless they drink more demon blood. If they did that, they'd totally win, but also become slaves to the Legion again. So Mannoroth spilled his blood in the forest, and then cheesed it, and hid, which is weirdly sneaky for a pit lord. Grommash looked at the pool, knowing exactly what it was. He knew it would be dangerous, but it was the only way his orcs would survive. The temptation proved too strong, and he started drinking. His followers all started drinking too. They were having a whale of a time. The otherworldly power surged through them, and they went pretty mental. They rampaged across Ashenvale, slaughtering everything. Elves, small deer, couple of bushes, everything. Grommash himself clashed with Cenarius. The wild god fought with all his might, but it was useless. Grommash's axe sank deep into Cenarius and he popped his clogs. When Cenarius died, the wilds around Hyjal kinda crapped their pants. They grew darker. Many of the fey creatures ran away in horror. It was pretty bad, man. Meanwhile, Thrall and Jaina had led their followers to the Stone Talon Mountains. They were ascending the slopes on different paths, but once they reached the caverns near the peak, they came face to face. Blades were drawn immediately and tensions were high. Neither Thrall nor Jaina wanted open conflict, but violence seemed inevitable. Everybody was calling everybody a twat. However, a hooded figure appeared and was like, "Sup bros, everybody calm down or something." He then informed them of the Burning Legion's plan, and that their invasion had already begun. The world teetered on the edge of oblivion. Alone, the races of Azeroth were doomed to annihilation, but together, they might not be. He then revealed the fate of Grommash, Hellscream and his Warsongs. They're slaves again, and that'll happen to the rest of you if you don't get your shit together. Knobs. Thrall was horrified. He'd vowed to never again allow his people to be slaves. If uniting with the Alliance was the only way to make good on that promise, so be it. Jaina, however, considered it madness to join forces with the Horde, but she did see the wisdom in Medivh's words. Her studies in Dalaran had provided fragments of knowledge about the Burning Legion, and they were bloody terrifying. It would be pretty dumb not to do everything in her power to stop the Legion. Plus, if the Legion succeeded, everyone who sacrificed their lives defending Lordaeron had died for nothing. So an uneasy truce was made. They didn't completely trust each other, but agreed to set aside old hatreds and work together. Their first test, dealing with that pesky Warsong problem. And we're leaving it there! In the next video, they're going to deal with the pesky Warsong problem, obviously. But also, the invasion of Kalimdor begins. I have a Patreon now. Links in the description if you want to support the channel in that way. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all of that bollocks. Thanks very much for watching, and see ya!